Final note from this crazy news conference with, as you pointed out, Joe, the blizzard of lies put out by the president. He seemed to sort of melt down and lose his bearings upon questioning by two women reporters.
Boy,
they happened to be
really
women.
Rattled.
Yeah, super rattled, and it had kind of this weird racist response to a CBS reporter, Wei Zhang, Ask China, looking straight at her, and she's like, "What's wrong with you? Seriously, what is wrong? Why would you ask me that?" Because he said it in such a leering, ugly, nasty way. And then he accused her of being nasty. And then Caitlin Collins tried to ask her a question, and he literally left and retreated back into the White House. He seemed to crumble under it all. He didn't like the way it was going, so he stormed off. I mean, he focuses on women reporters a lot.
He really
These
does.
women are great reporters. They're strong. They're fine. The question is, what's going on with him?
Yeah,
because we're talking about
good,
lives. There's suffering and there's death across the country. And the president seems so consumed with how women apparently frame how he looks to the American public that he seems to sort of lose it in real time. It's very disturbing. It's freaking nuts.
He sure looked weak. Also, of course, I mean, what a
weird
racist response to a CBS reporter. I think she's from West Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. But do a fact check on that, if you will, Alex. I don't want any fainting couches to be trotted out at certain pro-Trump, anti-Trump websites. So maybe she's from Virginia.
But he loses
maybe she's from West Virginia.
With the women.
But if you can find out which side of that West Virginia border it is, because I don't want anybody to freak out. Because, of course, they're not going to talk about all of Donald Trump's lies yesterday, which actually have an impact on the health of Americans. But Gene Robinson, I couldn't help but when I heard him say, "Ask China."
Oof, it was so weird.
To a CBS News reporter. It reminded me so much of Judge Curiel. When he said, "I can't trust him. He's from Mexico." Right? Well, no, he's from Indiana. His parents were from Mexico. But he was an American, right? And so, but Gene, here's what's so interesting. When Donald Trump made what Paul Ryan called the epitome of a racist comment about Judge Curiel, you actually had, of course, he endorsed him before that, I guess. But you had Republicans actually speaking out against said racist comment. To let us all know where the Republican Party's gone in the last 3.5 years and the reason why Republicans right now look like they're going to get trounced in the Senate in Arizona, in Colorado, in Montana, in Maine, in North Carolina, and a lot of other states that Republicans should win, is because nobody is saying anything now. Trump's racism is now baked into the cake for these Republican senators. And none of them spoke out yesterday. I mean, we can check and see if they did. I'd love to know. I don't want the anti-Trumpers to go on their fainting couches here if I got that one wrong. But not the protests that we heard on Judge Curiel, which shows, again, just how used to the racism the Republican Party's gotten.
Yeah, the party is completely on board the Trump train. I mean, it really is shocking. We can't become inured to this level of racism coming from the president of the United States. It's just it's blatant. It's right out there, and he keeps doing it over and over and over again. That's clearly what he really thinks. And now it's clearly what the Republican Party thinks. I mean, if the Republican Party gets the trouncing that polls suggest it's going to get in November, it will be so richly deserved because it is basically abdicated any sort of sense of responsibility, any sense of community, any sense of duty to Donald Trumpism, which is a toxic political philosophy, if you can call it that, and just deserves to be beaten into submission at the polls in November. It really does. It's stunning, and we should not just sort of flit past these moments when the quiet part gets said out loud.
So let's take a look right now at that moment that we were talking about. Here's the president.
Many times that the U.S. is doing far better than any other country when it comes to testing.
Yes.
Why does that matter? Why is this a global competition to you if every day Americans are still losing their lives and we're still seeing more cases every day?
Well, they're losing their lives everywhere in the world. And maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay? When you ask them that question, you may get a very unusual answer. Yes, behind you, please.
Sir, why are you saying that to me specifically?
I'm telling you, I'm not saying it specifically to anybody. I'm saying it to anybody that would ask a nasty question like that.
That's not a nasty question.
Please go ahead.
Why does it matter?
Okay, anybody else? Please, go ahead in the back, please.
I have two questions.
No, it's okay.
But
We'll
you
go over
pointed
here.
to me. I have two questions, Mr.
Next,
President.
next, please.
But you called on me.
I did, and you didn't respond, and now I'm calling on
Sorry, I just
the
wanted
young lady in the back, please.
I just wanted to let my colleague finish.
Okay.
But can I ask you a
Ladies and
question,
gentlemen,
please?
thank you very much. Appreciate
But
it.
you called
Thank you
on-
very much.
He literally can't take it.
He got chased off. He got chased off by two reporters. Caitlin Collins actually asked him a question.
And he ran away.
Chased like a little, as he would say, like a little baby. Ran away like a little baby. Unbelievable. But
Didn't like how it was going.
But let's again. I know Donald. You watch the show a lot.
It would be
And I know
funny
you do.
if
I
it
know you're
wasn't so
watching right
sad.
now. Poor thing. I keep asking you to stop watching our
Stop
show.
tweeting, stop watching.
It would really help you out, help your
Go
blood
away.
pressure out.
Please go away.
Stop. I've been asking for years. It's best for America that you don't watch our show. Please stop.
leave us alone.
Okay? Please stop. But again, it was just such an un-American thing to say because a reporter was born in China, came here when she was 2, immigrated here, just like Donald Trump's family immigrated from Germany here.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's mom immigrated here when she was young. But you have a reporter from West Virginia, an American, and Donald Trump is going after her and saying, "Why don't you ask China?" Again, it's a Judge Curio moment, and not one Republican senator that I know of yet, and please let me know if that changes, has spoken out on this. I don't know if any Republican House members have. We ought to check and see. But let's look at this clip again and see where the Republican Party has gotten, and then we'll kind of figure out why Asian Americans who used to like voting Republican have moved so quickly away from Donald Trump over the past several years. And because of this and other things, going to keep moving away from Donald Trump. Let's take a look at this racist clip again.
And running away.
This is, by the way, the President of the United
Like a
States.
little baby.
The President of the United States, Republicans, said this. This is your president. This is your party. You're taking him into November with you.
Said many times that the U.S. is doing far better than any other country when it comes to testing.
Yes.
Why does that matter? Why is this a global competition to you if every day Americans are still losing their lives and we're still seeing more cases every day?
Well, they're losing their lives everywhere in the world. And maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay? When you ask them that question, you may get a very unusual answer. Yes, behind you, please.
Sir, why are you saying that to me specifically?
I'm
That I
telling
should
you,
ask
I'm not
China?
saying it specifically to anybody. I'm saying it to anybody that would ask a nasty question
That's
like
not
that.
a nasty
Please
question.
go ahead.
Why does it matter? when
Okay, anybody else? Please, go ahead in the back, please.
I have two
No,
questions.
it's okay.
But
We'll
you
go over
pointed
here.
to me. I have two questions, Mr.
Next,
President.
next, please.
But you called on me.
I did, and you didn't respond, and now I'm calling on
Sorry, I just
the
wanted
young
to,
lady in the back, please.
I just wanted to let my colleague
Okay.
finish. But can I ask you a
Ladies and
question,
gentlemen,
please?
thank you very much. Appreciate
But you
it.
called
Thank you
on-
very much.
What a weak man. Oh, such weakness I've never seen.
Run
from a
off. Joining
president.
us.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.